What is going on, guys? This is the Rise of Excalibur here. Today I'm going to be doing a brand new video series for all of the YouTube people out there, and this is called Fate Grand Order on mobile. And this is only a Japanese exclusive game, so you're probably wondering, why do I have it? Well, I will bring up a tutorial on how you can actually put this game onto your phone alone. So on a further note, I want to make sure that you know that this channel that I've created now is no longer a collaboration channel. This is my channel alone. I'm going to create it the way I want to create it, and I'm going to make sure I create all the videos in the best quality possible. Now, that being said, I want to get on with the actual content. So, if you look at this screen, you can see that it has a Fate Grand Order, has a bit of animation on top, and in the bottom right corner you see that who's made it, etc. Thank you. And in the bottom left, you see a buying code, and I'll talk to you about that in a future video, not right now. So now we're entering the game, and right now we will see that there's going to be a page, a black page, that comes with a lot of information about the news. Now the news on the actual place here is all from the Lightworks, which is quite cool because they're always constantly updating the game, they're always putting updates out, so it's kind of cool that they're doing that for us because of the fact that the game is already somewhat getting big now in Japan. So now we're getting off on this. This is kind of cool because when I was recording this, I actually got my daily rewards, like right there and then, and it's telling you that it's day 7, you get one dragon tooth and 1 summoner's ticket. So now go onto the actual present box, and I actually do choose it and take it. So you actually see I'm taking it, and now there's nothing. So now as you look at the screen there, you can see that there's the orders on the side, and you have my character on the other side, and then you got a few things to explore. So you have the servant there, and then you also have the master, which is in the corner, which is kind of cool. I like that idea because it kind of shows it, and then when you click into it, you can actually see that you can change the outfits, and at the current moment I'm using that outfit as my character, and then as I'm scrolling by you can see that there's some DLC ones around, and I'll basically get back into that when I make another video. Now I'm going through the actual outfit slowly. That one you can't get anymore, this one you can't anymore either, and I think there's one more that I slide across. Yeah, that one you can currently get if you start now. And then that's the original one from the actual game. And then that's the one I'm using. And now if we click onto the command seals in the corner, as you can see, because I don't know whether or not I actually click it now or click it in a minute, because I'm actually doing a voiceover on it instead of actually doing it because it sounded really bad. And yeah, so now I click it, and it's saying on the top that these are command seals that you use to, bring back your servants or give them health, or even to give them Noble Phantasm. And at 12 AM in Japan, you will always get one during midnight. So as you can see, the top one actually says that pay 1 command seal and get 100% Noble Phantasm for 1 servant only. That's kind of cool. Then you have the second one, which is give a servant max health in battle when he's critically low or when you need to, and that costs also 1 command seal. And then I think we go down now and we talk about the last one, which is kind of useful in certain situations. And the last one is if your whole team gets wiped out in the game, you can pick 3 command seals to bring them all back with all their Noble Phantasms charged. So that is a really useful gimmick, and I definitely recommend you use it if you know that you can't win something. Don't just use it recklessly like I do sometimes in game, because that's going to kill me. But it's kind of cool how the whole game mechanic works like that, because it's actually based around the server. So now we're backing out, and now we're looking around again, and I'm just going to talk about the orders. So there's the orders there, it's kind of cool. There's the little menu button. I'll talk about the orders more when we come to it. So there's a menu button, there's the actual checklist on there that was actually added recently, which basically gives you Saint Quartz. Yeah, okay, so we're talking about it now. So we have Saint Quartz, which is the main currency in the game, which allows you to use, summon servants in the gacha. And then you've got the gold apple, silver apple, and the normal apple. Gold apple gives you additional 100% of AP, which AP is the energy for you to move. Silver gives you half, and the the normal one down there only gives you 10. So it's kind of not really useful unless you're using it specifically to get like something from it. But Sync Quartz also replenish maximum level, so that's kind of cool, and I like that. And gold apples are only obtainable through events, I think, because that's the only times I've actually obtained it is in actual good events. I mean, currently in the Fate Grand Order Summer one, we're actually getting silver ones instead. So I wish you kind of gold, but you can't really get everything you want, can you? So at this moment, we're looking at the screen again, and we go to the actual checklist I was talking about earlier. Now it shows that there's a certain requirement to actually get the Saint Quartz fragments. Now, if you collect 7 fragments, you can actually create 1 Saint Quartz on it in actual currency. So it's kind of cool. It's different from a lot of games, and as you can tell, if you get a mission done, it'll come up on your screen as 1. Just click it and you'll get the reward. So now we're back at the screen, and we're going back on it somewhat. We look at it, go back off. Okay, so now I'm scrolling down in the actual screen. Now I'm looking because there's all the different orders in the actual game. So you have the Interlude, the Yuki, Septum, I believe. Septum. I'm actually not sure of the names, or I actually have to really look at this in a bit. I know there's Okanos, there's London, and then there's America, and then there's Camelot. It goes in that order. There's one I don't know, and then you got the Chaldea Gate, which is basically a daily reward, and we actually got the event itself. As you can see, that I'm scrolling up and down the screen. So now I actually click on the actual daily rewards, and I'm looking up because we're going to start on the top. So at the top, there's going to be essential materials for the characters. Now I will discuss that in a later video tomorrow or today, whenever I make it. So then, because of the fact that you want to get every type of servant in the game, you'll want casters to be max level, etc. And then you got the actual green things at the top over on the right side. That is Mana Prism. That is another form of currency in the game to get you more bonuses in the game, I suppose. So for example, you want 4-star EXP cards that level up your servants. And then you see the little infinity sign there. Is that you can do that mission multiple times. Now we're scrolling down. This is actually for the EXP. Because of the fact that this is for EXP now, you will get 9 4-star EXP gold cards, or maybe 1 3-star, because that's how it works. So as you can see, I've already cleared one, and I've played it, and I got the Mana Prism for it. And I can see there's actual there's actually classes on there. So you've got Saber and Rider. That's what is actually in the game. So you want a servant that can actually beat that specific class because it's weak against it, and they're actually weak against you. So that's how the game works. I mean, you have the AP. The higher it is, the better the rewards. And same with the essential materials for the casters. It's much better items than the 10 AP or the 20 AP. 30 and 40 are the best ones you want to go for. Don't go for the 10, 20 unless you don't know how to play the game. But we're going to move on to the actual part here, where actually we go to the party. You've got 4 sections. You've got party, you've got formation, you got master, and then cards. And as you can see, I'm actually scrolling around, showing you you can make up to 10 parties, but only use 1 per game when you go into it. So as you can see, I've got my leader there, and we also got like the other servants. Now we have a cost as well, as you can tell right there. It's 100 out of 106. I think it's 100. Yeah. Now we got 106 out of 106. Now when we click into a servant, if we want to change a servant, we click another servant in the actual list. And how many servants I have, I can choose from any of them, as long as it doesn't go over the 106 cost. So let's say I change to Void Shiki, and it will change it. The craft essence will stay there, and then if you want to change it back, just do the same. And there we go. Now, let's say that we click on the character again. Okay, so we look at the actual stats for a second, which I'm not meant to do, or wasn't meant to do, but I don't know why we've gone back here, but now we're on the actual main screen. So let's say we look at the cost. Actually, no, let's look at the actual craft essence system, because the craft essence is actually a very, very nice thing. It's a very good add-on because it gives your servants an additional boost, depending more abilities. So the one I have on currently for Mysterious Heroine X actually lets me have a last stand. Gives me 1 extra health back after she dies or goes down. And then you can see the cost there as well. There's a cost of 12 in there, isn't there? So that cost also contributes toward the servant. The servant, 5-star servants will always have 16 cost. And if you have a 5-star craft essence, it'll also give you an extra 12. That's 28 for a 5-star servant with a 5-star craft essence. Now for a 4-star, I believe it's 8 for a craft essence, and it's 12 for a 4-star, and then so on. It goes down a little bit. So 3-star, it's 7. And then 3-star might be 5 there, I think. I'm not too sure entirely. So now we're actually pointing at the total cost. Now I'm actually putting an example here, so I believe. No, actually no, we're talking about the support. So the support actually is a game mechanic which allows you to choose a servant to go. You can choose a servant that can go into battle with you. So yeah, I think we just completely skipped the idea. So it doesn't matter, it's fine. But now we actually have the support system where if you become friends with someone, you can entirely choose they can choose which servant they want to use of which class. So I've got every class there that is gold except Lancer, which is unfortunate because I'm looking for a gold Lancer servant. But you can have as many, 4, 5-star craft essence you want, 5-star servants. It does not go towards the total cost. Now we've already skipped Master because we've already done Master. We showed you before, and it's not really necessary. So we're going to go back to a previous point in this just for a second, that if you go over, you cannot bring that servant out. So now we're looking at Mysterious Heroine X's stats. So you got her level, health, attack, her bond, which is basically how much you use her in battle. Then you got the skills, and you got the cost as well. You got the cost, skills. The skills you can look up. I'll link a actual website down in the description below. So you see the skills there. And I do scroll down to see even more hidden skills that are actually in the character. Then you've got the normal Phantasm attack, which is only level 1 because you need to have multiple of that character to level it up to a level 5 noble Phantasm. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, that will be explained in the next video when I actually make one, which will probably be either tonight or tomorrow. And then you can change the pictures of your character in the cards when you actually play. So you can either change it to, her first ascension or her last. And then at the bottom is kind of the same thing. And then on the side, we're scrolling through her artwork. As you can change that now. The next tab is actually her bio. So you can see, her stats. And then when you get her bind level up, it kind of reveals a brand new story of how this character even came to Fate Grand Order. Kind of cool. And then we're on this tab where it shows all the ascension, all the forms that she used to have before she became the final one, which I'm showing you now. So it's kind of cool. And then this is when the voices come by. I mean, you couldn't really record the actual voice because the new software I'm using does not record. However, it's a very nice thing to actually use because I can actually listen to the voice if I want to, and it's not bad. Everything goes quiet and then you can just listen to it. So it's not bad at all. I really do like that little feature that the Lightwork to put into the game. So thank you for that. So now we're backing out. We've already seen everything there. I think now we're moving on to the actual next bit, which is in the menu, I believe. Yes, it's in the projection, but if you watch Fate, you'll know what that symbol is. So we're going to go on to the servant bit, which is a weird name, but it's very, very useful. So let's say we have a servant that needs to level up. So we have Jeanne d'Arc there that has not been fully leveled up in the game. So we click her when we do click her because she's the servant we need to level up. And she says new because she is kind of a new servant, which I wasn't meant to get. So you can see her full artwork. She's already been fully ascended. And now because I don't actually have the 4-star EXP cards, I cannot actually level her up unless I do the mission, which I will be doing on video for you when I can. So, but I'm actually showing you an example. So for example, if I use those 4 servants to level her up, you can see that it kind of goes up the bar and it asks you whether or not you want to do it. To forget that, we're going to move on to Ascension. That's more important. Ascension is actually another way to kind of raise your character's level even further than it was, and actually max ascend them. That's what I was talking about. You need Ascension material of the specific type, and then you can ascend it to full art and their full ability, which Kukulian can't. So as I'm clicking, it says you do not have an item, or that is the item you need. Next up is a brand new feature called Palingenesis, which is basically Grail Ascension. Grail Ascension has been recently added, and you can Grail send a servant to level 100, which is really good because of the fact that it's making your characters more powerful. So we have Ryder here. You need 9 million quest points, and you need a Holy Grail, and it gets it to level 92. You need that 5 times to actually get it to level 100. So, well, we're going back into it, and we're just going to say that a level 4 or a 4-star servant only needs 2 to get to level 90. So it's kind of cool. I like how they've done that. It makes it easier if you want your 4-star to be a level 90. Now, we're going on to skills. Now, skills plays a big role in Fate Grand Order when we click on the actual tab, because the skills in Fate Grand Order are phenomenal. I mean, they make all the servants pretty OP, and it'll show you if there's a skill because it has a little text on the middle of the card, and then it'll show if you have enough of the essential material where you can actually get your character to level up their skill, and makes it much more powerful. So that's kind of it. And then you got the Noble Phantasm charge, which I've been talking about recently. So let's say we have 2 Mysterious Heroine X. I can use her, put it into the Noble Phantasm charge, and I'll charge it twice, and then that'll be a level 2 Noble Phantasm, making it a little stronger. And then here, I believe what we're doing is we're leveling up the craft essences. So I'm going to do one now, so I choose my level 58 one, which is the Saberface one, and then I choose 4 level 3 craft essences itself. I go yes because it's only level 3, and then this is the animation for it to actually level up, and then I click the skip button here by actually pressing the button, and it levels up a little bit. You see the bar goes up, and then it says click to continue, and then that's it for that section. That was a pretty easy section to go over because it's the main game. And then now we're going on to the actual gacha, where you can call servants and call craft essences. So this one is the actual event gacha, which you have a higher chance of getting a new servant if you hit for 30, which in the previous build of the game it was actually 40. So they made it easier for people to actually get servants. And I believe I'm actually going to go to the friend points one, because that's still a gacha, but you're never guaranteed a 4-star or 5-star from any of the gacha, but I think you're guaranteed a 4-star of anything in the 10 rolls of the 30 Saint Quartz. Now we're going to use our summoning ticket, which basically allows you to call up a servant or even just the craft essence. Now I was hoping to hit for a servant, but that never happened. So we got the Big Ben instead, which is weird because I'm British and I actually see that in a Japanese game. Kind of cool. So now we hit it again to hopefully get a servant, but it backfired again. As you can see, it's really fast when it actually closes in on the middle of the gacha. So we're saying forget it, let's move on because we already tried 2 hits, and now I've moved back into the main menu. Now going actually to the Saint Quartz bit. Now we got the event items. The event items is actually just showing you all the events and what the current event is. You can get items from that event, and I've been here since the Saber Wars, so it's kind of cool. It's been a very long time since I've been in a game, well, for that long. It's not normal. So then we go into Burning. Burning allows you to get quest points and mana prisms by burning specific levels of cards, because if you don't like the card or you need mana prisms, this is a good way to do it. Let you buy more things, get you more in-game currency. And next we have the actual Mana Prism shop. You get you all these things. I've already bought out the two, but we're going to look at specifically the attack card and the HP card, which give a specific servant attack and health, which is kind of cool. And they cost 15 each, and you can only buy 20 of them. So yeah, it's kind of cool how to have a limit to it as well, but it's still not cool because of the fact I wanted to buy more. So they have a lot of mana prism. Well, actually I had more than that before. But I paid 30 for level 4 or 4-star EXP cards I was talking about. Already bought them all out, so yeah. But next we actually got the Saint Quartz Fragment I was talking about earlier, where if you collect 7, you can actually make one entire Saint Quartz. So you can make in-game currency in this game now, which is kind of cool. And then next we actually got the actual real life money. You can buy Saint Quartz for real life money. It's expensive. Don't know why you do it, but if you want the servant you want, then do it. And then what we got next is an actual new feature they added in, which if you get 2 of the same 5-star servant, then you can actually trade it in for another servant you want, which is kind of cool. And then the last one is just Saint Quartz, which we have no idea what it does. It's just kind of there. Now onto the friends list. We have the friends list right here. This is the friends list that I currently have. You can add friends, etc, etc. And then the tab next to it that actually has the 4 is actually people who want to add me as a friend, so they can use my servant in battle and get me more friend points, which I will be accepting or declining either today or tonight when I can be bothered to play. So it's kind of like I can decline if I want or accept if I want. And then the next, and I'm just scrolling down to see, you know, who they are. It's like, okay. And the next is actually, if you give me your code, I can actually input that ID, because you can see an ID at the bottom here. It's got 119724631. That is the code that we have. If you input that into someone else's, then they will actually be able to like add you as a friend in the game. And then last but not least, we actually have this, where it's kind of like weird because it wasn't properly done, because it's like, oh, my room menu, and what I'm just showing you is the background music, the sound effects voice. You can have notifications for the BP and the AP, so if it fully charges, they'll notify you. And then at the bottom here, we actually have an option where it allows you to download the files of Fake Grand Order onto your phone, so it loads the game faster and doesn't have to rely on the internet to get all the information. And then that one is the bind code, where you can bind your account, and the last one I believe is to exit the game. So the second to last is the bind code. You put a password in and then you get a code, a random generated code, and then you input that into the bind code thing from the beginning, and there you go. The second one is all my cards, and then I think I think that was the first one. The first one is everything I have in the actual game. So that's about it really for the whole graphical interface of everything. So that's it. I mean, I'll go back to the beginning, and thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Give it a thumbs up if you really enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next video. See ya.